This is episode 5 of getting Alyssa the Briggs & Stratton Pulsajet engine mower. It's on a Yard Machines deck. I've removed the aftermarket Chinese deck, Chinese tank, and it's definitely Chinese based on what I told you earlier. Those Phillips head told me that, and the gas cap tells me that because it had that cheap little paper gasket that just falls out. So I've set it aside. The other way you can tell is these are black plastic. Briggs are white and they're painted black. And so that's what's on there now. This is a original equipment. As you can see, it's got the little sticker on it, which the Chinese one doesn't have that. It's got the little sticker that says, hey, push this primary bulb 3 times. And I've got everything connected. Here's the governor spring, and there's a smaller throttle spring and governor spring combination, which is, the previous owner does have this installed correctly, and I have pinned this down so you can't really adjust this anymore. In fact, I think I'm gonna pin it down even more because I got my big pliers right here and go. Okay, so now that thing just, oh boy, it's locked in there now, and that's what I want. I've re-gapped the coil, but I did clean the magnets off with some sandpaper, and so everything's kind of ready to check on this thing. I put fresh oil in it. I did have to rig up a will-do kill cable, which is this little weak spring right here, and then here's remnants of the cable which run up to the handle and then go through that right there, and then there's a splice. And if you'll watch, this now works. See, that opens, and then the spring doesn't pull it back. You do have to push it with your hand, and then it'll come back. And I think it's making enough contact there where it should shut the mower off. We'll see. So it doesn't, I'll have to do the old-fashioned pull on the spark plug with a, well, that's a, okay, now that's on there. The spark plug boot was kind of just hanging on. All right, so let's go ahead and install the rewinder, which I've also repaired and put a new cord on it. And we're going to install that. So let's get started. My replacement tank on there, so that's good. Here's the rewinder with the brand new cord. I think I did that in either the first or second video. That does seem to work. And a lot of people wonder about this piece of metal. This piece of metal definitely goes under the rewinder. It does not sit outside the rewinder. All right, and I have this 3/8 screw in here to stabilize this metal piece that runs up to this 1/2 inch. I'm pulling it out now so that will seat. So now that's good. And that's all looking pretty good. So now I can put this screw back in, which I will do now. Let's see, here's a magnet one. Put my magnet on a stick and see if I sort of get it started. There we go. Not really going in there. Let's see, I'm going to have to hold that piece up. Let's see. No, that's not going in, so I'm going to have to get go ahead and get a 3/8 nut and get it started. 3/8 socket. So let's see if I can get this one going here. Okay, so that one's going in. I do not want to snug it up yet. Let me get another one here in the front, taking special care that this spark plug wire does not get caught in the sharp edge. It has to go in the little groove that's made for that. It's right there, dead center. So let me get this one started. I may have made a mistake because you always want to check and make sure that that side is going in like it should before any of these others go in. So let me check. All right, lucky me, it's on the outside of the little metal tab where it should be. So now I can get that one started. So let me get my 3/8 socket and my electric drill. We're going to snug these up. I'm going to do this one last, and I want to make sure I don't, cut this or dig into it. And that's good. And now this one. That's good. And now I'm checking this guy to make sure it's not being cut by this metal edge. As I tighten it up, I'm going to kind of push it around a little bit if I have to. There we go. Okay, so that is loose. All right. Well, there's no air filter on this thing yet. And I'm going to leave it off for testing. I'm going to run this up to the handle, but I have that little vanity cover, which is right here, which I'm going to try and install. I mean, this thing is pretty ugly, so I may pull that off, but right now I'm going to leave it on there and replace it with a prettier one. So there we go. I'll save my 5/16 screw that attaches this by screwing it into the machine. So let me get that out now. There's a little 5/16 screw right here that helps hold that on. There's also an angled cleat that goes in that slot right there. So let's see if we can put that in there. I think it's in place. And now I'll do my 5/16. I'll be able to put a drop of oil on that. Pretty rough looking. There we go. And that's good. You get a paper towel on there to soak up the excess oil that I just put on it. Okay, so now I think my cord may be okay. Maybe a tad long, but see, I've got to pull it just a little. Let me get this down, put the engine breakers on. I've got to put just a little to get it up here where I can run it through the eye hook on the handle. So there should be enough spring tension on that for it to work right. There we go. Now I'm going to tighten this up. That's good. There we go. All right. Let me see how we're doing on time. Okay, I think we're still doing okay. I realized I walked out of the picture when I put the cord on the handle, but as you can see, it's up there now, and the length of the cord is, I think, going to be just fine. So let's see if this thing is going to prime or not. So I'm going to take the gas cap off and swing that out there. There we go. And put a little fuel in here. I don't know where it'll prime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That ought to be enough for testing. So I'm looking down in the throat of the carburetor to see when I push this bulb if fuel shoots into the intake. I've got to draw the fuel up first. Okay, here it comes. You can hear that sound. There we go. 1, 2. Okay, so it is priming. I wish it had gone up there a little faster, but I think there's a little more fuel in there. Let's try that. Slosh it around. Okay. So I think this thing is ready to test. So let's do that. Let's take it out for a little walk. I've done the repairs I think I need. I'm going to leave the original plug in there. I'm leaving the cover off of the kill switch, so I can look at it, make sure it's operating like I think it should. So let's get our little camera and walk out here with this thing and see if it's going to start. Now again, I'm expecting it to smoke a little because it was overfilled with oil. And that's what happens when you do that. All right, so we've got everything cleared away, and let's take our mower, Alyssa, and see if she is going to start. Got to get all my safety equipment. So I got my headset on. Got my little clamp to hold the handle down with. I don't think that'll be a problem because I've got such a weak spring on there. But here's the exciting part. We're going to see if this thing runs. No telling how long it's been sitting around. The lady said this was her father's, who passed away, and they just needed to get rid of it. They didn't want it. See how that's dragging the ground? It's not my favorite style of mower, but that's the best you can do if you want to sort of cut close. And again, I've got the air filter off. I don't need it right now, and I may need to adjust the RPMs a little. You can't do that very easily with that air filter on there. Man, I need to cut my grass. But when they designed this mower, there's the plastic piece in the back hangs below the deck, so it sort of drags the ground. Not my favorite style, but anyway, let's see, maybe you'll get to see the fuel go in when I push the primer bulb. Oh yeah, that's a good squirt right there. So let's see what happens. There's the smoke I predicted. I think I'm gonna have to prime it again. 1, 2. You can see I adjusted the RPM by bending that little tab, which is designed to do. And also you'll notice the smoke is diminished. I think this is going to be a good one to mower. Speed it up a little bit. Okay, this mower sounds great. I think it's going to be fine. Please subscribe and hit the like button. I'll keep making these helpful videos. Thank you.